So Dave's trying to ID the spot before the kids start digging it up.
Oh, I'm wearing an ant nest.
He's got a metal detector, but it's not working.
Did you disturb the ant nest?
You know what else we're looking for? We're looking for some sand that's kind of mixed up. Like that first hole we did went brown and then went to yellow. So if we get one that's more mixed up. Four? That's 1 penny.
So tell me, Dave, what was this triangulation that you did?
I thought it was from that telephone pole to that tree right there.
This tree here?
There was also a lot of tequila involved.
And
That's tequila, huh?
GPS.
Oh, okay.
So that was smart.
Dude, something tells me that GPS wasn't going to work that great anyway.
Why do you got to bust on my GPS?
Because
Dude,
sucks.
it's pretty old. Dave's looking for avalanche victims.
Why didn't you bring a shovel for this?
I wasn't thinking. I thought this shovel would be fine.
But what are we going to pick up that's metal?
All the coins in there?
That far down?
Well, that thing can go pretty deep. You got a cannonball at like 16 plus inches.
It's a cannonball, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't think it's over here, do you?
It could be.
Good mapping, Dave, I must say.
So Andy's not finding anything. I wonder why that is.
I can't find anything.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Be careful when you stick your hand in because the knife is sharp.
Get off
How far down is the rock, Dave?
Man, the ants are all over
8
me.
inches, 10 inches.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Is that it? Is that rock? The tree must have
Corner
moved.
of a rock.
Is it? And it's a Florida church.
Hold on.
See? Straight line between there and the
Yeah.
telephone pole.
Really straight.
That's it. Awesome.
All right, so now what?
Awesome. Let's bury it all up. Cover it up nice.
How are you going to remember?
Yeah, how are you going to mark it so that we don't
Piece of
dig?
coal right there.
I'm
Dig
going to leave that
10
bit right there for
potholes.
just a second. And then, yeah, we'll put the coal on it.
Did it register a hit here, by the way?
I don't know. We'll try it.
No, it's registering the hit over here for some reason. That rock was there, Dave, what? So it could deflect? Hopefully
I was
deflect?
hoping to deflect it. Here, pull that thing out there.
Yeah, because it's not registering anything there.
Good. Sure isn't good. All right, well, that's definitely it.
So where'd you find this map?
I was in my grandparents' old house front yard, but they still own it. And we metal detect there, and we found an old tequila bottle, and this was inside.
So the E that you were talking about is
right there.
that guy right here, and it's the pond
Right
over
there.
here.
Whoa.
So here's a graveyard.
We gotta walk in there, and the first thing we see, it's got probably sludgy. This is definitely not a fake map. I'm freaked out here. Wait, lay it out on the table and see if we find, like, if it's in actual order. Like, that's the
Treasure hunt.
that's that.
Treasure. To mark it. And there's no rocks here, so if we see any big rocks, we might want to take a look. Okay?
So you said it's in the high ground where it won't get wet, Dave?
I think it's
Is that
going
what
to
you
be
think?
high ground.
Who wants the metal detect?
I'll hold them out.
We can all take turns doing it. Come on. Wait.
What's that say?
Yeah, it'll stop.
What's that say?
Yeah, but
See, it
that
tells you how deep it is with the arrow and what kind of metal. So that might be something there. Keep scanning. We'll see. Stab it around a couple places.
Wait, did that just stop you? No, you gotta stab it down all the way.
Keep going.
There it is.
What?
Oh, quarter. It's a quarter.
That's awesome.
Well,
Dave,
got my hopes up. Keep seeing if you keep.
1973. Wait, you just hit something.
Are you
I heard
sure?
something. I heard something. No, put that in.
Hey.
It's a rock.
It's a what?
It's a rock.
Oh.
It is not a rock.
Well,
That is a rock.
Dig it
Have
up.
you guys seen any other rocks here?
No. Oh, we have to dig under that. Yeah, because under that, since that's the big rock. It might have been a million years since they put that big rock.
Ah.
Yeah, could have been.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, we try to cover it up, but man.
Wait, stop.
Parker,
Oh, it's a
stop.
bucket. It's a bucket. It's a bucket.
What?
It's a bucket. Santa has a whole handle right now. 1, 2, 3.
All right, wait. We're gonna have to dig.
Why would there be a bucket underground? We're gonna totally find this. We're really lucky. We're really gonna find this.
Well, whatever it is.
That's going to be tough to get out.
Well, we could
We
be
don't even
here.
know what it looks like.
It could be a Home Depot bucket. Or it
You're doing a good
could
job,
be a
though.
trick.
I suppose it could be a trick.
This is sort of freaky. There it is. There's a cap on it. It's upside down.
Definitely a bucket. It's like a...
No, it's not upside down. There's a cap on
definitely a bucket.
it. It looks new. It is new. It looks
It's a watertight bucket.
because it's big on it. I saw that. I can dig some more out.
I think we're good. I think if we
Pull it. No, we're breaking more white.
get the edges cleared out.
Hey, can I see the shovel for 1 second? I just want to hear something. I don't want to... Mr. Andy, I just want to hear. Listen.
There's something in there.
It does. Parker, I don't want you to hurt your
Oh,
back
it's
out.
blue. It's blue. It's
Oh, that is unbelievable.
There's another one, I bet.
Let's focus on this.
Let's go take it to the
I bet
table and
there's
check it
another-
out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Another map in that for something else. Look at
Some of the stuff is what I put in there for sure. So we'll see what to do with it.
Okay, well, let's watch it.
Click it this way, okay? I bet there's a map in there that shows you the real treasure.
You think?
What do you mean the real treasure?
Look,
I think this
I think this is it, guys.
there's a newspaper in there. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
All right.
Who brought this brush? You know what? Let's. You don't have to sweep it.
I wanna do it.
We're just gonna pop it off, and I'll dump that in the dirt. We'll just pop the lid off.
There's jacks, there's a bouncy ball.
There's a magazine.
There's marbles. No, that's a newspaper.
magazines?
Let's look at the newspaper first.
Hurry up.
Okay.
that maybe
All right.
a map?
We want to lay out the
Guys,
stuff here.
yeah, you gotta be, You gotta take.
wait,
All right,
wait,
wait, guys, wait.
Treasure that's been passed.
Bucket lids are tight. You got it. You'll probably have to go all the way around with it.
It's gonna shoot sand. That's right.
Everybody
Don't look
look
at
back.
it. Just
No,
so,
do this.
in
You got
case
it.
it's the Ark of the Covenant, we'll keep our eyes closed.
Well, it is supposed to be,
It is.
I bet there's some.
Oh.
Wait.
I bet there's surfer.
What does that say?
Surfer, Daddy, surfer. It says this. It says this.
Andy wants a shot of himself and the beer and the shovel, for the record.
Dave, this is why you should get a flu shot every year. This is how you're gonna pay.
The site of Dave's treasure chest, or at least we think it is. We're not entirely sure. So we're gonna start digging. We got a special surprise for Dave that we're gonna put in there. If this isn't the spot, we're gonna move over here because that's where Andy's GPS said it was, although we actually think it's probably right here. We have found something. We are assuming this is a marking from Dave. Andy can't remember if he buried a bottle. I don't think it would be coincidence, so we think this marks the spot. So we're pretty sure nothing is definitely at this exact spot except for this liquor bottle. What we've done is we have put 2010 dime inside the liquor bottle, and we put some other coins on top to let Dave know that it has indeed been disturbed so that he will freak out. Oh yeah, in the meantime, Andy spilled his beer. We tried to come up with excuses to tell people why we were digging. My suggestion was that we were geocaching and that we're going to ultimately drive business to the park if we're asked, or the campground, sorry. Andy seems to think saying that we are geologists taking sand and stratigraphy samples, Outer Banks strata is a better excuse, but I
I didn't
think
say better.
that would quickly fall apart if we were actually asked real soil questions. A big fat fail. We use this telephone pole as some sort of triangulation or a mark to pace off from. So we dug a hole where Andy's subsequently filling it up. All of this has been a big fat fail. We must have dug a dozen holes at this point. We're running out of options. Andy has sent a text message to Dave to try and bait him into giving information. I've drawn an X on the sand. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not. The first news is that Andy's GPS sucks. It's off by at least 15 feet. Andy let it sit for a long time and finally found a different way of allowing the GPS to take you to the waypoint. And this hole right here that we're looking at was our final last-ditch effort, literally last-ditch effort, to try and find this treasure chest. Andy started digging and discovered this rock, so we wondered if it might have been a marker because there are no other rocks. Came upon, you can't see it right now down in that hole, but there is a black plastic crash bag. So the chest has obviously been breached according to Andy. Looks like there's a hole in the top and that it has partially caved in. We're gonna open it up and see what happens. If it has been breached, we're gonna try to salvage what contents are inside and maybe rebury it for Dave in another vessel that is a little bit more watertight. We will see what happens here in a moment.
Film me taking it off because
Originally we weren't planning on disturbing contents inside. We're just going to open it up and put the newspaper in, but we'll see if that changes on the fly here.
Oh.
Let's see it. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's been severely compromised.
Wow, okay.
Oh.
All right, well, let's see
We need a new vessel.
Let's see what's in there. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Now let's just take it to our site so at least they don't associate this with the hole we just dug.
Those are supposed to be photos of some sort. That's a photo CD right there. It's obviously destroyed. Don't know if there's anything else in there. The sand goes all the way down inside. What it appeared to us to be, the bag was open at the bottom, so the water probably seeped up into the wood, compromised the whole wood, and then the sand over top of the wood caused it to cave in, so resulting in the whole thing being compromised. We're gonna run out and see if we can find a new vessel. We'll see if we can find a better vessel. Also buy some nice stuff to put in there, and then put what else is salvageable back in. This is going to go back in the ground, and Dave is going to find it, and he's probably going to be pissed at first, but then he's going to realize that we actually did him a favor. Here's a bunch of stuff. That treasure chest in there was something we bought that contains a lot of the coinage that Dave had in there. Even some of the coins were completely destroyed, believe it or not.
It's going on.
All right.
All right. Leak tight. Dave, see that? Leak tight. Sealed.
Okay, here's the lowering of the bucket. Such a dramatic moment in world history.
We're going to leave the handle exposed so we can pull it out when he gets to it.
Andy is taking classes in this. He has made this spot look completely undetectable that it had been disturbed.
Decided to go with the no branch look. Looks like nobody was ever there.
I'm gonna shoot Sam, that's right.
Everybody
Don't look at
back.
it. Just
Don't
so,
do this.
in
You got
case
it.
it's the Ark of the Covenant, we'll keep our eyes closed.
Well, it is supposed to be, you know.
It is.
Good.
I bet there's some.
Wait.
I bet there's surfer.
What does that say?
Surfer, Daddy, surfer.
It says this. It says this. Dave, get your flu shot next year.
No,
It says Dave, get your flu shot next year.
Oh, Andy, I found a little lighthouse. It's so fake. No, look at the lighthouse.
It's not a fake.
I think someone buried this on our camping trip.
That is so
This is there.
Look at
No,
that.
it's
I
not.
found a little.
Why does it say your friend's Andy?
Yeah, look at all these so cool.
Okay, so it appears as though Andy has written, Dave, get your flu shot next year. Your friends Andy and Colin. P.S. Dave, stop picking your nose. P.P.S. Your chest was rotten and we had to replace. We have video and we'll explain later. He's got a metal detector, but it's not working. So Andy's not finding anything. I wonder what that is. Dude, something tells me that GPS wasn't going to work that great anyway.
What are you gonna book on the GPS?
Because it sucks. So you said it's in the high ground where it won't get wet, Dave?
Why would there be a bucket underground?
We don't even know what it looks like.
I suppose it could be a trick. It's a watertight bucket.
It's just big.
Ooh, marbles.
I think. Like they knew we were gonna find
It was them. It says from Andy and Colin.
How did
That's
they do
crazy,
it?
guys. That's just craziness.
How did
I don't know
they
what
do
that's
it?
all about.
Here, let's try not to lose it.
Who said they wanted
Oh
shirts?
my gosh, that's so cool.
On the floor. What a brush now.
There's a
There's earrings. There's a golden thing.
yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in this chest here.
And then, yeah, golden thing. These invented like 200 years ago.
Oh my
These were just invented.
Almost 10 years ago, before you guys were all born, the group, before we were all even married, came down here.
We were married then.
We were married then? Oh yeah, we were married then, sorry. Because we were having kids. And we buried a special treasure chest that we wanted all of our kids to dig up when they were a little bit older. So we buried the treasure chest almost 10 years ago, and we made the map so we could find it. And we buried toys that we thought you guys would like. Now, what we thought we would do is we would make this bucket into a future treasure chest, a time capsule for all of our friends to come down here, and that we could give them clues to find it. We could take a few things if we'd like out of the bucket, and we could leave a few things for the future people who come dig
There's
it
2
up.
balls. There's 2 safe balls.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we can, there's 2 shirts.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, what we like. So what do you guys think about all that?
So you guys went to Mom's store and you guys buried that.
Yeah, see, those are really good questions.
How did you make that?
Well,
How did you
there's
know
more
it?
to the story.
Yes, it's
We
very.
want to hear more.
We had more. The treasure was in a big chest, in a wooden chest with brass parts, and Mr. Colin and Mr. Andy came down earlier in the spring, and they wanted to make sure that the treasure was still there for this summer, just in case we were going to dig it up this summer. And so when they went and they dug in that spot that was capped with that rock, which I don't know how they found it unless the GPS was still working. But,
You found this.
I buried a treasure, we all buried a treasure chest, but they found rotten wood and rotten coins, and there were some other things in there that must have just all got rotten. Except
coins
most of
in
that
here.
stuff, coins, the knife, all the rocks and the teeth, the
What
marbles,
happened to the treasure chest?
well, it was rotten.
It disintegrated.
Disintegrated into the dirt.
Yeah, unfortunately it disintegrated.
We can show
That-
you guys
Look at that treasure
video.
chest.
Yeah, we have a
I have
video.
a video of it.
That's why it's a plastic bucket now.
Show Mr. Colin that treasure. Here, open it up and show him that treasure in there.
Here's another coin.
So guys, when you grow up, for future reference,
Where's that?
just draping a plastic bag over a wooden box and putting it in the ground does not keep it water safe.
Is that what happened? They said they were gonna dig up your treasure, and I
didn't
think
even
you guys
register.
texted at night. We're like, we're digging the treasure. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I think it didn't even.
Dave, when we decided to divert here, that was the first thing we thought of. We're like, we're gonna dig
Now-
that thing up.